The infinite vacuum of space is something that has intrigued scientists for thousands of years. What exactly lies up there in the inky blackness? Is there any kind of intelligent life lurking somewhere in the vast cosmos? Questions like these have challenged the intelligence of many scientists. But one question we are coming close to answering is, are humans able to inhabit other planets in the galaxy other than Earth? Thanks to our new and improved technology, humans are now theoretically able to inhabit the planet Mars. World-famous scientist Elon Musk is the main driving force behind humanity's attempts to establish a colony on Mars. A problem that has occurred is the radiation between the two planets has the ability to cause serious harm to all astronauts. Thankfully, students at Drake University in Iowa are developing a way to prevent these problems. They are creating a system of magnetic shielding, which would protect astronauts from gamma rays. This magnetic shielding system would be able to mimic the Earth's natural gamma ray defense, the ionosphere. In this case, powerful magnets would be mounted on the ends of a cylindrical spacecraft, which would be powered by nuclear reactors. The final innovation these university students are implementing are radiation-repelling fabrics. A thin layer of these fabrics would be used to envelop the spacecraft and give it an extra layer of protection. Unfortunately, implementing all this technology would take millions of dollars and billions of lines of code. But most importantly, it will take time. Something that Elon Musk is not happy about, given that he is impatient to get this Mars mission going. Colonizing Mars would be a huge step forward for humanity.
One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
But the billions of dollars invested in this cause could be used for more important things, like fixing the damage we have done to our own planet instead of trying to find a new home. But maybe this innate desire to find a new home is not entirely unfounded. Since the dawn of time, scientists and philosophers have predicted the end of human life on Earth. Whether it was caused by humans or by outside forces, these theories always had a decent amount of traction.
According to Oxford University, Professor Nick Bostrom, an asteroid colliding with Earth only needs to be about 1 kilometer in diameter to render all human life extinct.
In light of humanity's recent technological advances, it is safe to say that the chances of a meteor wiping out the human race are practically zero. We have developed many advanced telescopes like the NeoCam Space Telescope, which can see space rocks coming from thousands of miles away. When these telescopes see potential threats, astrophysicists consult their supercomputers, which have so much processing power that they can predict every single route the meteor could take and provide a % chance of the meteor hitting Earth. If the computer thinks there is a good chance of the meteorite colliding with the Earth, there are 2 ways to prevent it. First, a nuclear device could be planted on the meteor and then it would detonate on one side of the meteor, and the heat excess would cause the meteor to go off course. The second method would be to simply blow the meteor to pieces with a giant laser, similar to the one shown in the first Star Wars movie. These contingency plans are absolutely crucial to the survival of the human race. We need to make sure that what happened to the dinosaurs does not happen to us.
As technology advances, the scope of human presence increases along with it. In space, there are tons of waste from single-use rockets. In order to combat this, companies have developed reusable rockets to make space travel more efficient and cheaper. This is important because the amount of space clutter will make it impossible to escape Earth in the future. Today's space program is being propelled in advance by private companies working alongside NASA instead of a pure governmental space program like in the past. Companies like SpaceX and Blue Origin have been developing new technologies for more efficient space travel. The competition between the two has sped up advancements. For example, SpaceX has developed reusable rockets to use on multiple missions. The Falcon Heavy from SpaceX is the world's most powerful operational rocket, and it launched in April with all 3 booster rockets returned to Earth. it has also put a car into space.
You can hear our crowd going crazy right now. Both side boosters have landed.
Technology, both SpaceX and the United Launch Alliance have been awarded contracts worth $740 million by the Air Force. Their rockets will be certified by the NSSL, the National Security Space Launch, after sufficient launches. The NSSL has a two-step certification process. First, awarding contracts, then verifying the designs through multiple launches and tests. There are multiple launches planned for both SpaceX and the United Launch Alliance. If they are successful, the Air Force will purchase the rockets for national security. Many rockets are planned for launch, including classified missions for the National Reconnaissance Office. They will deploy multiple satellites around the Earth. Examples of these satellites are the NROL-85, which will launch in 2021 from Cape Canaveral, Florida. Additionally, the NROL-87 will launch in 2021 from Vandenberg Air Force Base in California. Spacefaring companies are mostly from the military branches of America and the Pentagon, or other American agencies concerned with defense and security. This means that the military are actively searching for new technologies for space defense. The implications of this are dire. This means that the Pentagon is actively preparing for threats from space, whether we meteorites or threats from other countries. If space is the next frontier for man, it is fitting that it is also militarized, as per human tradition.
Space technology is an essential part of space exploration and how much we can discover from our solar system. Technologies such as satellites, robotics, and space tools are constantly being created each and every day. Big companies such as NASA and SpaceX are always taking a huge part of making new creations. At the moment, the only people to travel to space are professionally trained astronauts. However, in the near future, it could be anyone that wishes to experience space travel. Space taxis, created from space companies, will be selling rides to customers on rockets that will be able to send even regular humans to space. It's been almost 50 years since the last moon landing from an astronaut, and that is because there are lunar rovers being sent there instead. It is no longer necessary to send astronauts because of the space technology available to explore the moon for us. The most recent lunar rover launched to the moon was the Chang'e 4 created by the China National Space Administration. This was never possible before because the far side of the moon would always rotate facing away from the Earth. There are many inventions that were originally created for space travel but we now use in our everyday lives. For example, did you know memory foam was designed for NASA aircraft seats to reduce the impact during landing by absorbing shocks? Water filters were simply made to filter water and kill any bacteria living in it. Artificial limbs were built to improve the capabilities of robotics through its artificial muscle systems. The material that invisible braces are made from were first invented for an advanced missile tracking. The lightweight and powerful tool that we know as a power drill was made to drill into the moon's surface to obtain rock and soil samples. Our knowledge of the solar system would not be the same without space technology. It's come a long way since the beginning of space exploration, and it's only just begun.